Hi there. Welcome to the Signs of Tarot. My name is Michele. I'm an intuitive tarot reader out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Thanks for stopping by my channel. I'm doing an all signs reading, a reading for the collective. If you have managed to find this channel and clicked on this video, you are meant to be here for a purpose and a reason. Doesn't matter what sign you are. Doesn't matter if you're divine masculine or divine feminine, on a soulmate cycle or part of the twin flame journey back and forth. You're here for a purpose. I'm going to dive right into our reading. We open up the reading with the Death card. I just, that is beautiful. I know if you're new to tarot, you might say, oh my gosh, that Death card scares me. But for those of you who understand the tarot world and the tarot journey, you'll realize that the Death card is all about transformation and change and welcoming change. It's not about death. Although when you die, snap, instantaneously, you entirely change to a whole new plane and a whole new experience. The Death card talks about that, but it talks about you waking up and changing. It talks about sudden, dramatic transformation. That, by the way, and pat yourself on the back, was initiated by you. Whether you know that or you subconsciously manifested it. Let's talk about transformation as the caterpillar's metamorphosis program into the change, into changing into a beautiful butterfly. Now, I am a gardener, so I am not a fan of any species of larvae or caterpillars. They have ruined many of my crops over the years, but the caterpillar has always been a fascinating creature, in my opinion, because the caterpillar who trudges up and down dirt and leaves and sticks can't do anything else but that, and goes in a very slow pace, although making mass destruction of eating every leaf in its path. Anyway, the caterpillar initiates the change from their own DNA from the inside out. It's not something structured, like every 10 days, a caterpillar will then automatically go into chrysalis. It's not like my favorite movie, Logan's Run, where at age 30, you need to expire. That's not what this is about. The caterpillar goes into a metamorphosis because inside it instinctually knows in order for it to live its best life ever, it needs to make a change. Some caterpillars are a few days old, some are days and days old, some are weeks, some are months. We opened up this reading with the Death card, very similar to the metamorphosis change of a caterpillar into a beautiful butterfly. A caterpillar must die to rebirth itself. It dies and its DNA rechanges everything about that creature into a creature that we know as the butterfly, the moth that flies away. Beautiful, a completely different structure in its body, mind, soul. That's what's happening to you right now. And what you know what? You're heading right into the sun. Marches on, waving a flag into the sun. Honesty, clarity, abundance, happiness. Yes, proverbially, he must leave his family behind. That is sharing with you that some things need to be left behind in order for you to make this beautiful change. The caterpillar will never be the caterpillar again. It grows wings, its body shrinks, its trajectory changes, and so will yours as you march through the death moment of transformation and change. You are willing this for yourself. And that's something you need to know. Whether you know it as a reality or subconsciously, your soul is saying, it's time for me to change. And this is what the universe gives you. The hand of God, universe, source, gut, intuition. Your higher source is handing you a brand new Ace of Wands. A brand new passionate start. A brand new passionate start that as soon as you start it, you're going to see the fruits of your labor because twigs and leaves immediately grow. This is also the phallic symbol of the tarot deck. Guy or girl, it doesn't matter, but a brand new passionate start is beginning, and it could be passionate with love. This can also mean the conception of a child. Metaphorically speaking, you see the sprouts coming off of the symbol, the phallic symbol. Could be a brand new passionate start that leads to a pregnancy. But it could be a passionate start that leads to a new career, a new way of making money, a hobby that turns into something that you just love. Look what's in the background, the rainbow, a rainbow scope. This is happiness coming your way. Why? Because instinctually you know it's time to change. Guy or girl, it doesn't matter. We possess both masculine and feminine. We reincarnate as both. Our DNA has both. So put yourself where you belong. I'm calling it a king because it's a king on the card that I pulled, but this could just as much be for a divine feminine. You have your sights set on the future and your feet are firmly planted on the ground. This gecko, even though it traditionally means different things to me, it talks about ancestry. It talks about many lifetimes. It talks about you taking the throne after many, 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 many lifetimes of lessons. Many that you might not have learned until as of late, which is propelling this amazing, beautiful, beautiful transformation that opens up a brand new beginning. For the first time in a while, your sights are set on the future. Your feet are firmly planted on the ground. Feet matter to me in the world of tarot. They just do. Maybe it's because I'm a 5 times Pisces in my chart and we are ruled by the feet, but I feel our feet and the nerves in our feet, especially with feet reflexology, can really help cure different ailments throughout your body. I feel that the feet are a structure of release. And I believe when your feet hurt and your ankles hurt and your feet are swelling, you are holding anger, resentment, childhood trauma that's not allowing you to proverbially move forward and walk forward. See how firmly planted his feet are on the ground? He has the blue sky behind him. Blue, gut, instinct. The color blue talks about understanding who you are from your authentic truth, what you value. More importantly, what you won't take in your life, who is not allowed to go with you on the second part of your journey, what you will not take, boundaries. This king, could be a queen too, has it all and has his sights set on the future. So much. You don't see sprouts here. You see sprouts at the very top. He's bypassing all the bullshit because he's learned the lessons for him to take the next step in the journey. It's a beautiful reading. The energy has been so thick. The energy has been so dense. If you have stepped into the last 10, 15 readings I've done this week, you will hear lies, deceit, anger, resentment, horrible boundaries, walking into the same bad lessons. Gosh, it's been a week for all of us. Not just for you, my precious viewer who clicked on this video, but for the whole damn collective. The difference between you and the rest of them is that you are psychically and emotionally aware, which is why you're reading tarot, to better yourself. Good for you. Wow. Wow. My favorite card in the deck, the Fool. The Beatles wrote a song about this card called The Fool on the Hill. See, the Fool on the Hill isn't the foolish person. He sits back and observes everybody, sees the good, the bad, the evil, the right, the wrong, the mistakes, and the corrective behavior. He sees it all and utilizes that for the next wave of his journey. You see, we don't know if that's a girl or a guy. It doesn't matter in the world of tarot. We possess both. Carefree. It is the 0 arcana in the tarot deck. This begins a brand new journey because you transform, seeking a brand new, exhilarating, fun start. Keeping your eyes firmly on the future and your feet planted solidly on the ground. This is my card of Dorothy. If you watch my videos at all, I will always include something by the brilliance of the Wizard of Oz, created in 1938. This is the Rider-Waite Tarot deck from 1908. Dorothy, the entire story of Dorothy was built on the beautiful fool's journey of the tarot experience. This is Dorothy. Here's Toto. Dorothy carries a tiny basket in her hand. He carries a tiny hobo bag, recognizing that material items, wealth, 401ks, money, houses, Ferraris, the latest iPhones, all the crap you decorate your home with, all the stuff you wake up and say, these are my possessions, my Louis Vuittons, my Lululemon closet, everything that you possess. You really think we take it with us? Do you think we take any of it with us? The Fool, Dorothy. An act of God, the Tower, tornado, brings her to Oz. An act of God, the universe, pushes the Fool off of the cliff. Now, as a tarot reader, we don't know if that cliff is 5 feet above the ground or 500,000 feet off the ground. But look at the Fool. He doesn't care. He doesn't have a worry, a thought, a fear. He has turned this over to the divine. Ever hear the statement, trust the process? The universe has your back. What is that one? Let go, let God. As above, he's on the top of the cliff, so below. The universe comes in, pushes this Fool right off of the cliff. Fool doesn't care because he trusts the process, he trusts the universe to put him or her to the next phase of their experience, their journey down the yellow brick road of truth and honesty. Because the only thing Dorothy learned along the trails of that yellow brick road was A, how to be uncodependent, B, how to rely upon self, C, how to handle self-care, D, how to make her own decisions, B, E, whatever letter I'm on, to decide who's going to be her friend and who's not going to be her friend. Welcome, my reader, my viewer, the person that clicked on this video. Welcome to your Fool's Journey, where you finally take command of your life. Let this be a moment that changes your life. Let this be the moment of transformation, which will keep you firmly planted on the ground, looking at the future, being ready and able, with charisma. No fear to take on the future for this brand new, beautiful start. If it's a relationship, sex is going to be off the chart. Lucky you. Taking command. Not giving a shit what the crowd says, not caring about each person's other issues. Do you realize, even with your closest friends, your family members, your coworkers, when people give you advice, when people try to sway you, they're trying to bring you into their personal childhood stuff. Okay? This is you taking command of your life, not giving a shit what anyone says. Okay? I know this card is arguments. I know this card talks about control. This sometimes is the card of narcissistic behavior. This is sometimes the card of manipulation. In this reading for me as an intuitive tarot reader, this is a beautiful card. You're taking control of you. You're keeping everyone's chatter, everyone's gossip aside. You are not caring about other people's dispositions and their thoughts. You're taking control over your life, and look what's behind him. The blue sky. You're following your gut intuition. Because at the end of the day, we come into this life alone, we go out of this life alone. Most of the time, the people that enter our life are for happiness or sadness. Rarely is it in between. This is the card of you commanding who goes on the journey with you and who is left behind. You only bring your loyal. We don't see crowds going with the Fool. We don't see his third grade teacher here that gave him an F on the final. We don't see that first girlfriend who left you for your best friend. We don't see that maniacal coworker who presented your idea and got the promotion. You don't see that boyfriend who was sleeping with someone behind your back. You don't see any of those people that comprise your life of conflict. You're leaving them all behind. And let the celebration begin. This is the universe. These are friends, family. But more than that, what I'm getting intuitively is this is your mind, body, and soul uniting for the very first time in your life to celebrate you, your transformation, your brand new start, keeping your feet firmly planted on the ground and not allowing anyone to take you off of the yellow brick road. You're allowing yourself to trust the process. Allow yourself change, as scary as change can be. You're embracing it. You love it. You're learning to love not knowing what's around the corner because it's exhilarating. It's fun. What new adventures lie? Commanding your life, commanding your own thoughts, commanding you, and not letting anyone sway you in any other way. This is your mind, body, and soul for the first time in alignment, communicating with each other, cheering you on. God, I love this reading. I haven't had a reading like this in many days. I know the energy is thick for everybody. I know truths are coming to the surface. Not only truths from the outside world and the people that surround you, but truths on the inside of how you handle things, who you want to be. I love this reading. I hope this is seen by so many people who need to hear this message today. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, go down to the comments, let me know what's going on with you, and let me know what city, state, or country you're watching this from. I want you to have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste.